Hello everybody, today I'll be showing you how to make a pie pastry. The ingredients and the things that I'll be using in this recipe are, there are very few ingredients. Over here I have 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt, around half teaspoon of vanilla essence I'll be using from this sachet, 200 grams of all-purpose flour, butter. This butter is really cold. It should not be at room temperature, and it should be really cold. And of course, very chilled water, around 4 to 5 tablespoons we'll be using as per the consistency when in the process when we'll be doing our dough for the pie. Well, I also have over here, I'll be using 1 bowl for it. And I'll be making this pie without the use of any mixture or grinder. So I'll be using this. I'll be showing you how to do the pie with the help of this thing, and 2 Ziploc bags to put this dough and store it in the fridge. So let's get started. Well, so very first thing we'll be adding the flour and the dry ingredients, that is 1 teaspoon of salt and sugar, and mix them well. Alright, now I'll be adding to it the butter, but before that, of course, I forgot the vanilla essence. I'll be adding the vanilla essence. Just half teaspoon of vanilla essence. Right, so mix it well. Right, now I'll be adding around of flour. Now, this way I'm going to shred the butter, and you can see it's cold. It can be very easily shredded and mixed perfectly in a proper consistency, what we want. And in between we need to keep on just mixing this thing along with the butter. Don't really mix a lot. I don't want the butter to be melted. It should be really cold, not at all to be warm. So I'm going to mix it again. See, everything separated. Alright, I'll just finish up with this. Alright, adding the last part of the butter. Alright, so this is done. Just mix everything well. And now we're going to add in a very slow and steady amount of water. First, I'm going to add around 1 tablespoon of water and mix it. And then I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon and mix it. You have to be very careful. It's really chilled water. You can even add if you are scared that since it's cold here, so I don't need to worry of it being warm or it's really warm, or else you can even add to it ice to the water so that it remains really chilled. Alright, so now this is 3 tablespoons I have added. Mix it well. combining. Now this is the 4th tablespoon. So this is almost done. One last tablespoon is left. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of it, not really a lot. It's maybe half a tablespoon I'm adding, not more. Alright, so this is done, so I'm just going to combine it well. So now it is well combined, I'll just wash my hands and with really cold water. Well, and wipe them and put them in the Ziploc bags. Alright. And we need to store it for just make 2 of them. And it needs to be stored for around an hour or 2, and then I can use them for my pie. I'll be posting my pie pudding, chocolate pudding recipe, in which I'll be using these dots. And I will look at that post soon. Alright, so these 2, I'm gonna just freeze it and then use it in any kind of pudding, pie puddings, and you can make a lot of things with the pie pastry. Alright, so now after refrigerating it for around 2 hours, this is what I have, and it's quite toughed up. Now I'm going to show you how to do this in the pie dish or in a normal baking dish. The baking dish that I'm going to use is this one. It's really small, so I'm going to use this for making a pie crust. Well, just make a round shape, and this is really hard, just press it, and I'm gonna sprinkle some all-purpose flour on it. I'm going to sprinkle it and roll it with the rolling pin. Slow and steady, it will get a bit loosened, and don't worry about it. I'm going to make a medium thickness. You don't have to make too thick, not too thin, the crust. It's easier now. Alright. Let me do this and I'll come along with you all. After just a minute or 2, you can see it's quite nicely done, and this is the thickness I'm going to keep it for my crust. Now here is the pan. Just put this on it. Just press it down very nicely, and I'm going to preheat the oven at 180 degrees. I'll be back. So just now for the shape of the pie on the side, I'm just going to press it this way, or you can use a fork if you would like. You can also use a fork. So that I can get that shape just so that it looks good. It will make no difference with the taste though. So here it is. I'm going to just cut the sides with the knife. Just cut the sides, extra bits. Right. So here it is. Now the other one I have already put this in the baking dish. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to use the fork just to show you, give you an idea how it looks with the fork. So here it is. Just press it this way, this way. So it will have a little bit of different type of texture design to it. I'll show you this way. Here. You can see? Here. Alright, I'm going to cut these sides too. Now, just with the fork, I'm going to prick it so that the air doesn't get in and it doesn't right. And I'm going to bake this for around 8 minutes at 180 degrees. Right, this one is ready. The other one, just break it with this. Don't overbake this. Here it is. Alright, now I'm going to bake this and come back. Right, here it is after it is baked. I've also pricked you can see the sides of it with the fork. So that's how it is. Thanks for watching and see you next time.